Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to understand how to send WooCommerce order confirmation emails using Pabbly Connect. So I'm running a business and I'm selling my products on WooCommerce. And I wish that as soon as a new order is placed in my WooCommerce account, automatically all my customers should receive an order confirmation email. To do this, we are going to create a connection between WooCommerce and Gmail. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger and action. For trigger, we are going to use WooCommerce, and for action, we are using Gmail. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to learn how to send WooCommerce order confirmation emails using Pabbly Connect. For this, I have already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as you'll open the landing page of Pabbly, you are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation I'm going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as send WooCommerce order confirmation emails. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application which is WooCommerce because I want that as soon as a new order is placed in my WooCommerce account, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for WooCommerce and select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select new order created. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this URL in order to create a connection between our WooCommerce account and our Pabbly's workflow. So first I'm going to copy this URL and then we are going to read the help desk, and it is saying log into your WordPress admin panel, locate to settings tab in the left column. Click on WooCommerce and then navigate to the advanced tab. From there, access the webhook session. So I'm going to open my WordPress account. And over here you can see that I have opened my WordPress account and WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress. So over here I have selected WooCommerce, and from here we are going to go on settings. And now over here you can see advanced. So we are going to click on this advanced. And now over here you can see page setup, REST API and webhook. So I'm going to click on this webhooks right over here. And then we are going to scroll and click on add webhook. And over here it is asking me the name of the webhook. So I'm going to keep the name as test and the status as active, and then it is asking me for the topic, so I'm going to keep it as order created. I selected order created because as you can see that in the trigger event we have selected new order created, and also in the help desk it is saying select the status as order created. So that's why we are going to select it as order created. And now it is asking me for the delivery URL, so we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow, and then we are going to move on forward and click on save webhook. And yes, you can see that we have successfully updated our webhook, and now we have to do a test submission in order to create a connection. So to do this test submission, I'm going to open the products of my WooCommerce store. And over here you can see all the products. So I'm going to purchase a product which is this PHP course for beginners. So I'm going to click on view. And now to do this, we are going to click on add to cart. And then we are going to click on proceed to checkout. And over here you can see that I've already filled in the billing details, which is the first name, the last name, the country address, the town and the state, also the pin code and the phone number with the email address. So directly I'm going to click on place order. And yes, you can see thank you, your order has been received. So this means that WooCommerce has sent the details of our order to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response and the details of our order or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of the order. Over here, you can see the total amount. We are going to move on forward. Over here, you can see PHP course for beginners and the rest of the details like the first name, the last name and the postcode with the state which is MP. So this means that my trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select Gmail because I want that as soon as a new order is placed in my WooCommerce account, automatically a mail should be sent. So I'm going to search for Gmail and select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select Send Email. And then we are going to click on Connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Gmail. And now after selecting my Gmail account, I'm going to click on allow and give it all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow because Pabbly is safe. And as soon as you're going to click on allow, you can see that you have successfully connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the recipient email address. So we are going to map this. Mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected WooCommerce as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as I'm going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new order created. And also my workflow would be ready to run in real time too. So I'm going to search for email right over here. And as you can see that this is my billing email testuser@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to map this. And then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for CC and BCC. So we are going to leave this as blank because this is not the required field. And now it is asking me for the sender's name. So I'm going to keep it as Pabbly. And now it is asking me for the email subject. So I want the email subject to be thank you for your order. And then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me to reply to. So we are going to leave it as blank. It is asking me for email content type. So we are going to keep it as plain only. And now it is asking me for the email content. So I want the content to be this. Hello, your order has been placed. We are thrilled you chose us and can't wait for you to receive your new items. Here are your order details, order number, address, estimated delivery date. Tag us on social media with your hashtag Pabbly photos. Looking for more awesome stuff? You can use welcome 10 for 10% off on your next order. So over here you can see that I have left spaces in front of order number, address and estimated delivery date, and also in front of hello. So over here I wish in front of hello should be the name of my customer. So I'm going to search for name, and over here you can see first name, last name. So we are going to map this. So it is being hello test user. Your order has been placed. So by this, my customers will receive a more personalized email from me. And now we are going to map the order number. So I'm going to open the response and search for number right over here. And over here you can see the order number. So I'm going to map this. And now it is asking me for the address. So I'm going to open the response and search for address. And over here you can see the address which is Old Street B3. So I'm going to map Old Street, put a comma, map B3, again put a space and map the city which is Bhopal. So I'm going to search for city. And over here you can see shipping city. So we are going to map Bhopal. And then after the comma we are going to map the state which is MP. So I'm going to search for state and map the shipping state. And now it is asking me for the estimated delivery. So my estimated delivery is 7 days from the order received. So now we have to get a date right over here. So to get this date, we have to add another action step between our trigger and action, which is WooCommerce and Gmail. So we are going to click on add action step right over here. And over here, we are going to add it as date time formatter. It is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the date and time. And now for the action event, we are going to enter it as modify current date. And again, we are going to click on connect. And now it is asking me the date format. So we are going to keep the date format as date, month and year. And then for the time zone, I'm going to select Asia, Kolkata because I am here in India. So I'm going to search for it and select it. And now it is asking me for the operations. So I wish to add the days in the current date. So that's why I'm selecting add. And then for the unit, I have selected it as days only because I want to add the days. And for value, I'm going to select it as 7 because I want to add 7 days in the date of my order placed so that I can take out the estimated delivery date. And then we are going to click on save and send test request. And over here you can see 7 days after the order is placed as my estimated delivery date. Over here you can see the order was placed on 22nd of May and the estimated delivery date is 29th of May 2024. Now we are going back to our Gmail. And over here, we are going to map the estimated delivery date. So I'm going to open the response of the date time formatter and map the result. And yes, you can see that we have successfully completed our mapping, and now we are going to move on forward. And now it is asking me for the file name and attachment. So we are going to leave these fields as blank because these are not the required fields. And now we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that our mail has successfully been sent. So we are going to open our Gmail and check that if a mail has been sent or not. And yes, you can see that we have received a new mail. Thank you for your order. The same details that we enter: hello test user, the order number, the address, and also the estimated delivery date. So this means that my workflow is successful, but I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, I'm going to open my shop. So this time we are going to place the order for the chair. So I'm going to add this to my cart, and now we are going to click on proceed to checkout. And now I'm going to enter the first name as demo, the last name as user only. For the street, I'm going to select it as B96, and instead of old street, I'm going to keep it as new street. And then for the state, I'm going to select it as Maharashtra. And then for the town or city, I'm going to select it as Mumbai. And now I'm going to enter the dummy pin code, the phone number as this, and now this time for the email, I'm going to keep it as demo@pabblytudes.com. And then we are going to click on place order. And yes, you can see that we have successfully placed our order. This means that WooCommerce has sent the details of our order to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent an email to demo@pabblytudes.com. So this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We'll directly open our Gmail and check that if a new mail has been received or not. So we are going to refresh this. And yes, you can see that we have received this new mail. Thank you for your order. And you can see, hello demo user, this is the new name that we entered, the new address, and the new order number. So this means that my workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For a trigger application, we selected WooCommerce. Then for the trigger event, we selected new order created. For the action application, we selected Gmail first, and then for the action event, we selected send email. Because we wanted that as soon as a new order is created in our WooCommerce account, automatically a mail should be sent for the order confirmation. And then we add in an action step, which is date time formatter by Pabbly, because we wanted to add the estimated delivery date. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see the mail we sent during this video with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.